Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Saksham Chabra, and in this video I will be giving you exact 10 steps that you should be following if you are planning on coming to Ireland in September 2026. And trust me, I've guided n number of people and all of those people have thanked me, so you can thank me later as well. So make sure to watch the entire video till the very end and do not miss any steps. So without further ado, let's start this video. So I have the exact 10 steps that you should be knowing and you should be following, and trust me, you will be really happy and you'll be thanking me later if you follow them step by step as I'm telling you. So yeah, let's start with the step 1. So this might be shocking to you. The step 1 is preparing for your English speaking test. Get done with it as soon as you can. So the ideal timeline should be, if you're planning on coming in September 2026, you should be getting done with your English speaking test, be it IELTS, be it Duolingo. My personal recommendation, go with IELTS, and you should get it done within the months of July and August. That's all. That's step 1. So the step 2 would be deciding your college and course. The ideal timeline for that should be the months of August till September, because 2 months are more than enough to actually decide your college or course. So for that, I highly suggest you to connect with LinkedIn alumni of the colleges that you want to go to, or maybe specifically to the courses that you want to pursue. And if you have any doubts, I take one-on-one calls with everybody and I've guided n number of people. So you can check out the link in the description. You can connect with me on a one-on-one call. So that's that. So maximum time you should be dedicatedly giving to deciding your college or course should be 2 months, which is August and September, not more than that. And a personal recommendation over here, if you are an experienced professional of over 5 years of experience, do not go behind the college tags or the brand names or the college brand names out there. And if you are an experienced professional, if you're a fresher, you definitely should be going for the brand names out there. So that's a personal suggestion. Now let's move ahead to the third step. Step 3, start applying. So for the actual application process, it normally starts in the month of October. For college like UCD starts its application process in October, Trinity starts it in November. For different courses, it's the different timeline, but majorly it starts like that. So for the entire application process, take a time of October till December. That's more than enough, because sometimes you have to wait for the college applications to hear back from the college. The college applications are processed in batches, so the sooner you apply, the sooner you're going to hear back. So as simple as that. So you will be dedicatedly spending your October till December in applying to the college or the course that you like. So that's how it's gonna go like. So the next step would be to this is the step 4. So accept the college offer letter and fulfill all the conditions that are being mentioned in that. If it's a conditional letter or if it's an unconditional, kudos to you, because I got my unconditional offer letter in the first go itself. So accept the offer and pay the tuition fee, because every college has its own terms and condition about the college fee. Some colleges mention that you have to pay at least 50% of the entire tuition fee if it's more than 10,000 euros. Like if your entire college tuition fee is more than 10,000 euros, you have to pay 50% of it. If it's less than 10,000 euros, you have to pay the complete amount of whatever that amount is, which is less than 10,000 euros. So every college and every course has its own terms around the payments. So make sure to dedicate your entire month after the acceptance of offer letter till the January at max to complete the conditions if it's a conditional offer letter and pay the tuition fees. So that's step 4. Now let's talk about step 5, which is applying for scholarships. So now when it comes to scholarships, we have 2 types of scholarship. We have government funded scholarship like the government of Ireland, and the normal college related scholarships. Like every college provides some scholarships for its different courses. So read the instructions on the college websites, because it's mentioned over there clearly, because every college has its own terms and condition about it. So make sure to start researching about the scholarships in the month of January itself, because most of the times the scholarship applications open around that time only. So the step 5 is to actually start researching about the scholarships, and if the scholarships are open, apply for that. because government of Ireland scholarship opens, don't quote me on this thing, I'm just referring to what happened when I was coming over here. So it opened somewhere around in April and the results were to due to come in the month of June. So yeah, so keep an eye out for the scholarships. So that's step number 5. So now let's talk about the step number 6. So after you've completed the 5 steps, you would be really in a good pace, in a good condition. But if you follow the last 5 steps that I'm gonna give you right now, it will be really much more beneficial, because you will connect the dots when I'll be talking about the last stage. So the step 6 is search and finalize your accommodation. People might get very confused. Why am I telling them to start finalizing your accommodation when they are in the months of January or February? See, it happens like the sooner you apply for the accommodation, the sooner you're gonna get it, because the accommodation crisis is getting severe in Ireland. That is very true. And I've explained in a lot of my previous videos why is it like that. So if you're going for a student accommodation, apply as soon as you can. And if you're applying for off-campus accommodations, or maybe like a private apartment or a flat or whatever, the conditions with them is like it's available immediately, so you cannot book them right away. So you have to wait till you get your visa, till you are very much sure when you will be landing over here. But it's a very uncertain situation. So for the first time when you're landing, I'm personally suggesting you to go with student accommodations, and I will be linking a website which you can scroll through. You can use my referral. It will really help me and you as well, because you will be given priority. So do that, because the sooner you book your accommodation, the main burden will be off of your shoulder. I know it's a little expensive. I do agree with that, because nobody likes to pay that much when it comes to student accommodations. But at the same time, student accommodations come with no extra bills, like most of them. So it's like that. So take my advice, take your burden off of your shoulders as soon as you can. In the month of January and February, you should be booking your student accommodation, or what type of accommodation you have in the mind. So that's step number 6. Now let's talk about step number 7. This might sound very tricky, but again, I am talking from experience. I've guided n number of people and everybody have thanked me. So the step number 7 is to actually book your flights. If you cannot book, at least log the prices for the flights. It's very simple. It's the basic math, because this nearby you will be, from the date of your departure, the expensive the tickets are going to be. It's as simple as that. So we need to make sure that you're booking your flights in the month of, let's say, somewhere between from March to April at max, because at that point of time the flights will not be that expensive. And you can also use student discounts on a lot of flights. They give that. I came from Emirates, and Emirates had 10% student discount, and at the same time they gave me 5 kgs extra on the check-in baggages and stuff like that. So that was a good deal. So do that. So after you've done all of that, you will be ready to start applying for your visas, which is the step number 8. So step number 8 is start applying for your visas as soon as you can. I think the normal visa application starts somewhere around in April end. So as soon as they open the application, start applying for it. Similar case, the sooner you apply, the sooner you're going to get back your results. And when I say start applying for visa, you have to make sure that your documents are in place, your financial documents, your proof of college, your proof of accommodation, your book, your flight tickets and everything. Because if you're showing them you have booked your flights, you've booked your accommodation, it's going to add on a layer of security and sense of assurance to visa people that you've done your research and you're ready. So it will convince them very much in a easy way that this person has done the research and they have the financial capability to sponsor themselves over there and to be able to live over there. So do that, because it will present a strong case in front of the visa authorities. So get done with your visa application thing by the month of May at max. You will be able to get an answer. The minimum duration is like 2 weeks and the maximum is 8 weeks. I got mine in 14 days. Trust me. That's the minimum duration that is stated on their website, and I got my visa under 14 days. So because I did all of that, that's why I'm forcing you, and I've made n number of people doing that. N number of people do the steps that I'm telling you and they've seen the same results. So that's why I'm telling you. So that's step number 8. Step number 9, of course, after all of this, after you've gotten a yes from the visa authorities, you can start celebrating and packing. So for that, you will be starting in the month of May or June at max after you get a yes from the visa authority. So the months of May, June, July will be dedicated to your packaging and preparing yourself mentally, and start working on your cooking skills as well, because they are going to be very handy. Trust me, utilize that time to actually learn and spend time with your family as much as you can. It will be really great for you. So create memories, cherish them, enjoy them. That time should be dedicatedly given to that. So yeah, because everybody would be putting in a lot of efforts for you, so you should be preparing yourself, that you should be having a plan. And plan, I'm talking about plan in a way like what you're going to do after you land. We'll be talking about that in later videos. So you should be preparing yourself. You should be like having a proper plan, what to do, when to do, what's the time, and stuff like that. So that's all about step number 9. The last step is basically taking your flight, leaving your country, coming over here and adapting yourself. I know it will be overwhelming. I know it's gonna be tough, but just push yourself through it. You will get onto the other end, on the end where you want to be. And do not get into the bad companies. Do not get off track. Remember why you came over here and keep on working. That's all. So if you've watched this entire video till here, kudos to you. You are taking your foreign abroad journey seriously. So make sure to follow these steps. And if at any given stage you feel like you're stuck, get in touch with me on a one-on-one call. I'm linking it in the description of this video. Connect with me. And if you want to just normally say hi, hello to me, connect with me on LinkedIn and Instagram. I will most positively reply you better on Instagram and on LinkedIn rather than on WhatsApp. And make sure to join my community as well, because people help each other over there. So yeah, that's all for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.